Hello, good morning to you. Welcome to DK Plaza. This is just a couple of days after the Chinese New Year, 2022, the year of the tiger. We had done a video on this Toyota YARIS GR4 probably more than 6 months ago. And this car, after detailing, we applied the car with our hydrocarbon wax uh, made by DK, Stella, and Victor. And the car has returned to our place quite a couple of times during the last couple of 6 months or more for just wax application. Uh, we would like to show you that using wax as the last step application or product has never been a disappointment. In fact, it is very glossy, no scratches, nothing. And but today, the owner would like us to do a little bit more, and we are adding the caviar pearls. We're going to show you in a while. Why do we add caviar pearls? Caviar pearls is our number one selling sealant product. We only have one anyway. It's a very powerful sealant, very glossy, very thick, and it lasts very long in our tropical weather. Because as we have a lot of rain, a lot of sun, the sun is always 34 Celsius, and in the noontime, on a stationary basis, a metal surface will probably rise up to about 70 plus Celsius heat kind of thing. So we're going to show you more in a while. Be excited, and thank you for watching. Hi. Okay, so now I would like to show you the front part of the bonnet of this Toyota Yaris. You notice that we have not even, actually we did not polish the car. We just washed and dried carefully, and the rest part of the car had been waxed. So there were hardly any scratches. In fact, we didn't see any blemishes or scratches. As this car comes for waxing very often, I guess it's about like once every 45 days. Nothing more than 2 months when it comes to wax application. And this car uses hydrocarbon, and it's a 100-gram jar. I'm sure you can see now what is left as the content in the jar. The coffee smell is still very obvious. I think we have probably used about 14 or 15 applications out of this 100-gram jar. Of course, just not on this car, as the owner have about 2 or 3 cars, I guess probably more. Can't remember what other models that we applied the wax. Probably the M2, I guess, either the M2 or the M4. But the topic we want to really brag about this morning is the brilliance of waxing. Hydrocarbons does bring out the pigment of the paint, and also it is a very smart wax, as it is detergent repellent. Yeah. Okay. Maybe the camera could come over this side where I'm standing and probably take a view over here and see the spot of the Flex DWL light, which gives us a clean light, and you could see the dust of the metallic popping out. And this is just before we wax. We're going to show you how it looks like after the wax, and also the application of caviar pearls as the sealant for the last step after the wax. Is it possible to apply a sealant after wax? Watch out later, and you will see it is possible with DK products. Alright, we have completed applying the hydrocarbon wax on the bonnet. Yeah, the patterns look like some fish scale or something like that to the effect. Okay, and it takes some time to dry, to cure on the surface. Usually our waxes, Stella and Victor, which we have 4 kinds, which is hybrid, Canova, hydrocarbon, and SiO2 as the latest ones. It all dries out about the same look, and it has the same impression. Yeah, we have to allow the good ingredients to kind of adhere to the substrate, and yes, it turns a little bit whitish, and after that about say 15-20 minutes, good for about 20, you can put it even 30 minutes if you like. There's no hard and fast rule, but 20 minutes would be a good time in any kind of environment temperature or ambient temperature. Then we removed it with quality saffron microfiber towel. Then it will look very, very glossy. Then we will see how caviar pearls will be applied. Thank you. Okay, so now we are going to remove the wax from the surface of the car. It's about 20 minutes, and we take a very thick towel, about probably this is about 400 grams, to remove the waxes from the surface gently and carefully, so that there will be no scratches or unnecessary incidences of any marks that we leave behind other than the gloss that we want. Yeah. So let's watch how the surface will look like. It should be very lovely, glossy, a lot of reflection, deep shine, and so on. The color will really pop up after it's more refined after the wiping. So the towels will be changing. The technician is changing the face of the towel frequently, so that the waxes are not repeatedly applied over and over again. So let's wait and see. Okay, so here it is, properly prepped up, and with this towel, and yeah, probably the camera could just come over and look at the surface. You can see my reflection richly, the lights that are reflected up there, and the two lightest moonlight from the Flex DWL 2500 LED, and the look at the pigment, the metallic dust that are popping up really so brilliantly, like a million stars on the surface, or probably a billion. And you could see the difference between the area that are not wiped, the wax are still there. We just want to show you the difference, what it looks like before it is wiped, and the area that is not wiped. I hope you like it. It's really brilliant. And after this, about say maybe an hour should be enough, where the wax is probably settled, and a little bit of the other alcohols that will be evaporated, and we will then apply caviar pearls, and hopefully with the camera we are able to show you the difference, because we're trying our best to learn how to use the camera to show the difference between after wax and with the caviar pearls on top of it. See you later then. Hello, welcome to DK Plaza again. So we reached the final part, or the conclusion. If does it work if you apply a sealant on top of a wax that has already made the surface gloss? Yeah. Well, this is very evident. Right before you could see. This is caviar pearls. It's liquid form. Sorry. I would advise that you shake the bottle very well before you use. And just before I hand this over to my colleague James to apply the bonnet, we had applied caviar pearls on the body, and you could see the color difference between the bonnet and the body. You see it's much darker, glossier, more sleek, thick appearance, and um, very deep, yeah, very concrete looking, tough and metallic uh, strength in it, yeah. Um, Very condensed, yeah. But over here, which is just the wax, it's not that the wax is not good, but the effect of wax alone cannot produce this kind of look. So if you're somebody who is, really chasing after great looks, then caviar pearls will be a good product to add on after wax, which should be about an hour after the wax is cured and removed from the surface. So you could see it's a lighter shade on the bonnet, yeah, because it's not applied yet with caviar pearls. So I'm going to hand it to my colleague James. Yeah, James, here, from here, and he's going to apply caviar pearls. You can spray direct on the surface, or you can spray onto the towel to wipe. Make sure the towel is about a minimum of 350 grams in weight. Saffron is about 380 grams, and yeah, he's going to apply this on the bonnet, and later on we're going to show you how the bonnet would look like, how it grind together with the bonnet. Yeah, okay. Catch up again. Thank you. All right. We have spent a couple of minutes. James had applied the caviar pearls on the surface of the bonnet, and you could see now it's very well toned, very well balanced. The entire car, the bonnet, the side, everywhere now looks deep, and the lights. Sorry, the paint become much more deeper, yeah, which had more character in it, and the reflection, my reflection is as good as a mirror. So I would encourage every detailer to get hold of caviar pearls. Very easy application. Spray, wipe, leave it for 5 minutes. Should be there in any ambient temperature. So you're gonna get a very sleek, thick feel of caviar pearls on the car that you worked on. Okay? Great to have you watching us, and thank you for watching our YouTube. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.